My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. It's time to play this piloty dude right here. This is gonna be episode 103. So the streak is at... Did you catch that? Because I'm not gonna repeat it. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh... Woo! Speaking of oh boy, this is actually a more sincere oh boy. Let's see exactly how much we're going to get from the signature enemies on this floor. Whether or not we're getting a great payout or, you know, something else. Oh, that's definitely something else. That's half the maximum payout. Yay. The second yay there was sarcastic. I was trying to roll sideways and I ended up rolling downwards there in a way that makes me feel like maybe my reaction times are just a little slower. I feel a little slower on the draw than typically right now. Not for any particular reason, I'm quite caffeinated. I slept well. I've been having a good day, most of all. Which is, I had a good sleep, and then I woke up, and then I had a coffee, and then I just had a nap. Because fuck it. Also, I read recently that apparently having a nap while, like, immediately after drinking coffee, before the caffeine hits your system, is like a really productive thing to do, which I don't understand how it could be. You're still napping, and that is fundamentally unproductive. In fact, that's one of the primary appeals of it for me. At the very least, it must just be like really energizing or something like that. Whatever it is, I particularly enjoyed it. I have very vivid dreams, none of which I can remember. I'm not that great at the dream recall thing. I typically am, but not in this instance, at the very least. Alright, as long as we get enough of these guys, it's gonna make up for the fact that they're not giving us, any money? Yeah, good lord. Again. I wouldn't have thought it would have the gall nor fortitude to give me a shit payout again, but still, it managed. Well done. I'm almost impressed. Almost. Get him! You can never assume that all of them are gonna die, despite appearances. Always, always, a ridiculous one that you wouldn't have expected will live. Or, in that case, a ridiculous two of them. Right, you just die. Thank you. My primary focus there is just gonna be taking out the target that actually might hit me. This one, you just circle strafe, bud. There's nothing to it. But the teleporting conjurer there actually could have given us a little bit of the what for, a little bit of business. Again, I don't really ever... Oh, okay. I don't want to force the weapon on this floor as this character specifically. Just because the basic weapon sucks and I don't want to have to use it against the boss. Thanks. I really hope this wasn't the weapon chest, because if so, we've got a pretty piss-poor weapon as our first weapon to fight a boss with. That said, that was a brown chest and I was pretty much never going to spend an actual key on that. I'd much rather save that key and try and have it contribute towards going to the oubliette. Even if I get down to the oubliette without any keys, because I do have... Ooh, okay. I could use this to guarantee the boss kill. It depends. It depends. It depends. We'll see. That's certainly an option. This is also certainly an okay. Okay. There are things occurring. I'll tell you that much for free. Okay, this can't be Bullet King. It can be either of the other two. That's actually quite, saddening. Now, Bullet King wouldn't take a bunch of damage to Flare Gun because, of course, he's not flammable. He's inflammable or flammable. No, wait, hang on. Both of those mean flammable. Damn it! And that actually makes sense, because it can be in flames. Inflammable. Or it's flammable. It's the opposite of both of those. It's not flammable. Just gonna fire the occasional one here. Just to get that fire damage out. I think I may actually go back for the crossbow. Yikes. So thing number one is I should try and trick my way into this blue room. Nope. We're 0 for 2 on a 50% lockpick. Well done, Ryan. That always gets opened with a key. Oh, okay, never mind, we're fine. So we've got to speed up while we're holding the Gungeon, as well as fire immunity. Again, while we're holding the Gungeon. I don't think we have poison immunity while we're holding the Gungeon, but if you reload over the top of poison, you will disappear that poison. Basically, you can use any goop on the floor, be it poison, oil, even ice, water, fire. You can use that to reload the Gungeon for free. So one of the big problems with this gun that I typically find is because it makes you move faster, it also kind of inspires this cockiness. I'm not going to blame the gun for that. I'll blame myself quite readily for that. Very glad I didn't come in here full of piss and vinegar and decide that I was going to try and take it out with the flare gun. That was going to be a bad idea. Mega Dow. Oh, shit! Oh, snap, y'all! I can reload the Gungeon for free. Look at this. So I had 620 at the very start of that, right? Put down some water and then reload on top of it. Back to 620. Don't mind if I do. With Gungeon, I can probably just force my way through the entire game right now. That is to say, I can just try and go super fast. Okay. Well, the first thing I should definitely do is hold out my worst weapon, which is now Flare Gun, because Mega Dowser actually has a super huge use for me right now. And gamble here. Note, gambling here is no longer a good idea. Unsteady used to be counted as a negative, but it was a huge positive. So it was supposed to elongate the amount of time it takes you to reload a gun, but it shortened it significantly. But now it correctly makes the reload time longer. So now, a lot of the things you can get from here suck badly. Let's do it. Cursed and Reloaded. Okay, Reloaded is actually really good here. We got the good version of Reloaded. So, I don't know how much Curse we have though. Hang on, let's double check that. So the good version of Reloaded increases the ammunition capacity of all of your weapons by 175%. 170%? 175? Is one of those two. The bad version just fills all of your guns. That one doesn't help you so much. Cursed. How much curse did you give? Increases curse by 5. Oh, and it was 125% capacity. Okay. That's actually probably worth. I'm not particularly pleased about it, but it's probably worth. Alright, I'm gonna 50-50 whether or not I go down. Okay, I'm not going down. Because right now, honestly, especially since I have the curse is going to feed back ammo into me. So even if I manage to run out of ammo in the Gungeon, I'm going to get more ammo in the Gungeon. And I can only run out of ammo in the Gungeon if I fuck up reloading it constantly. Just reload on that little drop of blood that was in the center of the map. And then again there. Oh. Gonna have to put down my own. Something that would be really good would be an ammo up. Sorry, an ammo up. Yes. That's what I'm really lacking right now. Ammo. No, a accuracy up would be really, really powerful. It's like, this is gonna be the only weapon I need to use for the rest of the game. So it's probably poor form for me to now start forcing more weapons. So I'll just be opening chests, right? Yeah. Miserly protection. I'm not gonna be buying keys. I might actually be able to get away with keeping the Ring of Miserly Protection. Now, usually, that would be a horrible idea because you're relying on the shops to give you some things over the course of the game. But here, I've already got ridiculous offensive potential. I've got speed up. I've got likely all of the keys I'll ever get. I might be in a position where I just want to hold on to the health that I've been given by the Ring of Miserly Protection so badly that I actually just don't buy anything for the rest of the game. Because that is the only thing that will be able to take me down in this run. Me getting cocky and running out of health. In some stupid fashion. Now, I'm not saying that's unlikely. It's very, very likely. The way that I was describing it makes it seem like I don't think it's a viable thing. But it's worth noting, a lot of times when I get this specific item, I throw in that exact way. I get too cocksure of myself, I keep going into battles, just blazing this gun, and I lose. So I can reload on her poison, but I'm pretty certain I can't reload just on the... I'm actually just going to manually reload this one. I'm pretty sure I can't just reload on the water. In fact, I definitely can't because I just tried it. And this one will do it. Beautiful. I really should have just used a blank there. There was no reason to hold on to that. Okay, before that poison goes away, never mind, it went away. Yikes. Well, all the rest of that was really good. 94 shots. Yikes. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, that's 94 shots in a commando. That is a commanding weapon right there. I didn't force a weapon there. That was just a weapon being generated. In order to force a weapon, I would have had to not open any chests. It doesn't matter what I got in the chest. It's just I would have to not have opened a chest yet. Okay. I used to think it was only if you got a weapon on that floor. That's not how it works. I accidentally disproved that in one of my episodes. Sure. Woo! Yes, thank you. Okay. Quickly put that down. Save myself 5 rounds, I guess. Blank in the shop. Okay, so things are now cheaper, thanks to Smiley's revolver. But again, it's going to take a lot to tempt me here. It really will. What kind of things would tempt me? Let's think about that. Significant accuracy up. Super significant damage ups. And I guess use items that trivialize rooms. Especially large targets. Those things could pretty easily tempt me. Oh, and obviously, you know, the top tier weapons that exist in the game. The top tier weapons and passives that exist in the game. I'm talking like the top 0.1% of the top 0.1% in terms of items are the ones that would still tempt me. Can we not have these chasing me at all times? Jeez. Reload. Especially near the end game, a lot of enemies just drop the ability to reload. Like they drop fire on the ground, or they drop poison on the ground, or they drop a blood stain. So that's really, really handy. As the game gets a little longer in the tooth, it becomes much, much easier to reload this weapon. And it's not even particularly difficult right now. And when it does become difficult, I have a way to force a reload on the weapon anyway, thanks to the Mega Dowser. The Mega Dowser is effectively thousands and thousands and thousands of ammunition for this gun. Okay. Beautiful. I can also reload on oil, and I think there was already oil on that map. In fact, I'm certain there was. So I could have done it off of that, but yeah. I screwed that one up. I saw the ones below me and I panicked. Rolled up into an erratic firer, just hoping he was on his kind of stop attacking cycle. Reload. Well, this dispels a lot of the concern I had about this run, specifically about doing a pilot run. Still super necessary that I get an accuracy up. Please be scope. Yikes. Oh, interesting. It's apparently in the complete other direction. Perfect. I don't want anything to purchase from there, so I'm in the clear, I guess. Makes my life a lot easier if it doesn't offer anything that I want. Now, the thing is here, I might actually be better served by using the commando. Depends on the boss, I think. Here, it's probably commando. Now, hear me out. A lot of the reasoning for this is because I'm destroying attack waves and preventing myself from ever having to dodge them. And when it does that, even if it does it rarely, it is huge. I'm gonna blank that because I'm pretty certain if I rolled forward, I was about to take damage there. Beautiful. Okay. Mac 10 ain't bad. Oh, the shark, babe, has such teeth, babe. Any... what? And he keeps those pearly whites. Just a jackknife has old Mac Heath, babe. And he keeps it out of sight. Mac the Knife, Bobby Darin. Only a relevant reference because I said the word Mac. That's all it takes. That's all it fucking takes. Hang on. Whoa! Almost, buddy. You almost robbed me of some of my armor there. I think this one goes into the commando. Oh! I think I just found a way to cheat out ammo in this. Because I wasn't on full ammo for the Gungeon. I'd wasted like 37 shots. Wait a second. I found a way for it to not have a full clip unless it has full capacity. I'm going to have to come back and study that later. I don't want to try and replicate it right now. I will, however, reload. Wait a second, I think I just actually figured it out. Hang on. If I fire all of these, and then I do that, I reload and then I swap my weapon. Yes! Okay, so I get the refund of the ammunition that would be left in this current clip before my reload actually finishes. So if I swap off before the reload finishes, I end up with this, a weapon that is full, but not full in its clip. That's a way to just go from 0 to all of my ammunition. That means I now no longer need to use the Mega Dowser in rooms. I just need to have the Mega Dowser. I can do it after a whole floor, for example. That's fucking huge. That is an amazing discovery. I'm really pleased by that. Let's just make sure this doesn't work. Yeah, I can, if the clip is entirely full and I walk over something and reload, it doesn't refund me any shots. I feel really good about that. That's some fucking science for the books right there, ladies and gentlemen. I want this to be known as the Rhapsody postulate. Thank you very much. I discovered it. Only fair. I'll prove what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna run out of some more ammunition. It's just, I guess, wait until the next floor takes some of it from me. At this point, it is gonna take something quite huge. I'm talking ridiculous to get me to actually spend any money. Okay. I don't like that those can be generated in front of you. I've lost 2 ammunition in this room already. Get down. Beautiful. Only 5? Yikes. Beautiful. Let's wait until I get down to 1,000 and then I'll prove what I'm talking about. I'm pretty certain I'm right, though. It definitely looked like it in the test. I'm even specifically trying not to get free reloads here. Shot grub. Not a huge fan. I don't think anyone is. Would need pretty significant accuracy up for that to be a gun worth using. And if I got that accuracy up, surely I would just use the Gungeon. Okay. Beautiful. God damn it. The immediate shots. The immediate shots. Dang it. Alright, so I've lost all of my armor. My temporary health is gone. You need to go back to starting up a laser. Never mind. Come on, where are you? At least I got that one knocked off. Down in this corner? No? Beautiful. Easy kills. Okay. I'm down pretty significantly in terms of ammunition. So now I can demonstrate what I was... God damn it. I'm not even going to pick that up. I'm just going to demonstrate what I was talking about. So, Mega Dowser. I'll redo the Mega Dowser. The Mega Dowser should have happened second. I'll waste as much ammunition here as possible. Mega Dowser. Reload. I screwed that up. It's okay. I'm still learning this. I'm still learning this. This is almost certainly an exploit, by the way. And then swap away. And then swap away. And then swap away. And then swap away. And do this. You can see I've already got a couple hundred shots out of it. I'm going to continue it. Okay. Can I get back to full ammunition? No, because I let the gun actually reload itself. Damn it! Of course, for this, you are going to need pretty much an infinite supply. Like I currently have, that is. Of water, or poison, or oil, or fire, what have you. And there we go, back to full ammunition. I'm gonna refill the Mega Dowser now, because effectively, that is refilling my other gun, right? In essence, aren't I just refilling the Gungeon when I refill my Mega Dowser? It's nice to know that after all this time, there's still new things that I can discover. Certainly it is an exploit, 100%. I contest nothing otherwise. But even that there's new exploits for me to discover. I wouldn't think there would be, to be honest. Alright, let's get past this room to a teleporter so that I never have to walk through this room again. Get him! Get him! I will do this by just expending the entire 2,000 rounds of this gun and then refilling it in the other manner. That is gonna make it occasionally more boring, because it's gonna take like a minute to refill the entire gun. But overall, that's really good. I was actually thinking about hot lead recently when I was firing against the cannon Balrog with the commando, because hot lead should put the whatchamacallit fire below the cannon Balrog there and actually end up lighting it on fire as a result. It puts a pool of fire below the enemy when you use it on explosive weapons. That's the biggest accuracy up in the game. And it's 10% damage up. I have to take it. It was one of the only things. Like, it had to be pretty much that in order to get me to spend. Well done, game. You did it. You certainly did it. Obviously, it's not really going to be able to demonstrate its usefulness in this room. This room is like firing at the broadside of the barn. You will hit. Okay, and beautiful. You just can't miss here. It's not possible. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Why do I have to get Omega Bullets in a run where I'm never going to use Omega Bullets? You fucker. You knew this was gonna happen. I love Omega Bullets, but I've already got something else in an interesting way interacting with the run. I am mad. There is logic here that says I take all of these. 38, 27, 65, plus 98. I'm not going to be able to afford all of them. See, Chaos Amulet plus Lodestone Amulet is going to be really good just for giving me amulets that, blanks that are really, really powerful. And I'll have 4 blanks per floor. And I've already kind of broken... I've already broken my ring, so it doesn't matter. All I'm robbing myself of now is the ability to buy something in the forge this floor. And honestly, I can't actually think of anything I want. No kidding, not a word of a lie. I can't think of a single thing that is really going to be worth my while here. Because I have ridiculous damage and practically, effectively, let's say, infinite ammunition. Where do you go from there? I'm legitimately asking, what else can I get here? I've already got speed up, so that's not the answer. Health up, I guess? But how many health up items are there in the game that will be offered in the Forge shop? Not an incredible amount, actually. It's quite rare you see them there. Plus, with 5 Curse, I'm also going to be able to amass quite a large amount of money just by traversing a floor. So I might be able to still buy something. It's also worth remembering, I am the pilot, so I get things cheaper, and I have Smiley's revolver, so I get things cheaper again. Things are just very cheap for me right now. Can we not have things spawn where I'm about to be? So consistently? It was funny the first, I don't know, half dozen times, but... past that, I'm not particularly keen. If you're wondering why I keep checking my compass, it's just so that I don't go where the dragon is. Because that's not going to help me in any way. I'm still going to explore the entire floor. And trick gun. Not that great. Let's go back to the combo. The combo of the wombo variety. No, thank you. That's apparently where the dragon is. So now we've got our marching orders. I can already hear the forge. Just wait for them to fire themselves off. I mean, reload stone would be really nice. I would have been able to afford it, right? Yeah, I would have been able to afford it if I didn't spend any money. Okay. Well, my bad, I guess. My bad. I only would have taken reload stone, though, for the... Not for the ammo, which is usually the real big reason to get reload stone, right? You can't run out of ammunition, it's so good! The reason I would do it is just for the temporary immunity. I'd treat it effectively as lead skin. So to me, it costs about 1,000 more than it should. 100 more than it should. I'm thinking in units of thousands because I'm thinking about my ammunition for this gun. I can clear all 5 of my curse right now. And it's probably a good idea. So I can clear my curse at 5 per level of curse. So this should say that 25 will clear me, and it will. We'll see. That is a shrine offering, so I'm pretty sure I can't get another shrine to show up. It's very, very unlikely that I have any way that I can curse myself on this floor. Maybe I get a stealing item and then I go back and steal the reload stone. That's the only way I can think of getting an extra level of curse before the floor is out. If I get cursed by picking up an item, I'll still have that curse after I cleanse myself. That curse is inherent to the item. It doesn't clear that. Someone said recently, when I made that assertion in a different video, that it does. If that's changed, then I'd be glad to hear it. But it would have had to have changed quite recently. And somehow without me knowing. Okay. That's not to say it's impossible, and I don't mean to dismiss the possibility of it. But if anyone is certain that that is the way that it currently works, please tell me. I disbelieve it upon first blush. I'll take gun boots because it's more speed, and this is now just speed memes. I'm so fucking fast. Alright. Oh, the gun boots! The gun boot shots actually get affected. That is so cool. So if I roll forwards, I've got the gun boot shots coming forwards with the RC. That's lovely. Okay, so I'm actually going to use Commando primarily and then change to the Gungeon so I can deal with the skulls. A lot of the reasoning behind this is that Commando is actually... Whoa! Alright, never mind. I accidentally almost set myself on fire there. In fact, I did set myself on fire. Guess I'm just gonna continue with this then. Yikes. I was really hoping to vary the kind of weaponry that we were using in this run, but it looks like it's just a Gungeon run. That said, I'm... kicking in the boots. The gun boots. That said, I am really, really pleased to finally have a Gungeon run under my belt that I don't ridiculously throw. Of course, you know, touch wood. Let's hope that I don't ridiculously throw. That said, it's looking like a difficult road to Throwsville from here. I actually have such high speed that I need to change. Yeah, that's not going to do it fast enough. Yikes. I've already found my secret room, so anything that looks dodgy here, just blank. 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 Got him. I may have actually done better just by using the Commando for the heart section. I may have one-cycled with that, especially considering the Omega rounds, so every 1 in 4 shots from the Commando would have been buffed by 100% damage. I can't rely on that not ending up getting damage gated, right? Alright. Let's quickly backtrack for a half HP. Did I get hit in that fight? What? When? I'm very confused by that. It feels a lot like, to me, that I didn't get hit because I did not see it occur. Maybe I burned myself before I realized I was on fire, and I was already on my way to taking the second hit of fire damage. See, the problem there was I was using the commando, but I was up against a corner. So one of the shots hit the wall. I'm trying to force it to happen here. It's difficult. Yeah, like that. One of the shots hit the wall and set me on fire. Set me ablaze. Oh, okay, never mind. This is the wrong way. Really hoping. Oh, of course, I've got the compass. Silly me. I should just use that every... Okay, my game audio just muted itself for a second. I guess maybe it was trying to process too many sounds at the same time because there were a bunch of enemies attacking me as well as me using this weapon. But I hope that doesn't cause any recording issues. I know I accidentally muted the game audio halfway through an episode quite recently, and I am never gonna live that down. I feel bad about that. If I was still doing all of my editing post, like I record the sound and game and my own audio separately, I would have just been able to fix that. But I've not been doing that for a very long time, and it saves me literally hours a day. So that's not a fair thing to ask to go back to. Especially when typically the difference is imperceptible to the viewer. Hang on. Beautiful. And we are out of here. Get him! Got him. I kind of want Lichy Trigger Finger as well right now. But that's just being greedy. That's just me wanting literally everything in the game. Get him! Bully him! Love it. I'm gonna wait until I'm actually out of ammunition before I start using the trick to reload. Because I might just get an ammo drop, and it'll save me a bunch of fucking time. I'm less likely now to get an ammo drop, though, because I have removed all of my curse. So I'm 25% less likely. 25% less likely? My chance has gone from 125% drop rate for ammo crates to 100%. Like, when an ammo crate would drop, an ammo crate would drop. Instead of 25% more of the time that would occur. Ah, right, my bullets would have been peeling away early there. Alright. No, not that one. Okay, Mega Dazzler. Actually, just gonna spend all of the ammunition in the gun. And refill. Yeah, the gun refills itself when I left it passive for so long. That's when I'm using the Mega Dowser to refill the room. Hang on. And then once more for the road. Hang on. And never mind, I'll leave it at that. Whoo, yeah. That makes it a lot more efficient. That was a hell of a lot faster. It was kind of just like moving across the room like a typewriter. Alright, it's not this way. It's up here. Come on. Clear out this wave, and then just get ready to push the next ones into the abyss. If they don't cooperate, burn them to death. Bye-bye. Too dang easy. I still can't believe it gave me the only ammo up in the game that would make this pinpoint. Like, the rest of the ammo ups would have had a differing effect, you know. Weapon spread reduced by 65%, I believe, is the effect of muscle relaxant. Much less significant accuracy effect from things like the Medal of Valor and the scope. And of course, Marine training is obviously not huge. But here, it's actually pinpoint. Obviously, beyond the certain, like, beyond the range of the screen, it is impossible to hit anything. Because your bullets immediately start curving back to the screen. But, you know, that's hardly a bad problem. That's hardly, you know, a problem that kills this dead in its tracks, I guess is what I should say. Hardly a deal breaker. There we go. That's the framing device I was looking for there. Thank you for the full heart. That's ridiculous. Okay. And as soon as we take these out, we need to go for a full reload. So, yay, it's time to do... No, wait, I did that in the wrong order again. But it is overall time to do this again. I just can't stay swapped away from the... There we go. I can't stay swapped away from the Gungeon for too long, otherwise the Gungeon will passively reload itself, and then I don't have the ability to reload it again. Beautiful. I have to leave him on screen, unfortunately. Ooh, it does look like I'm getting damage gated here. That's beautiful. I have enough blanks that anytime he does an attack pattern I don't like, I'm just gonna blank it. And here I should just be able to... Never mind, another blank, I guess. 4 blanks on the first section of the Lich. Who cares? I'll do it. I don't care. Look at me, do you think I give a fuck? Think I give a lemon-scented fuck? Nah, bud. Pear. We changed the commando so that we can take out the chest-based waves that are going to be particularly frustrating. I mean, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. This is obviously an example of the latter. Took out a lot of that one, though. There we go. Taking out the first part of that is really, really good because it stops you from having to do that initial roll that is so critically dangerous. The Omega rounds in this actually are making a huge difference. I think in order to burn the enemy, I'm actually going to continue using this. And also to capitalize on the Omega rounds. Also, I could spend another 1,000 years. Beautiful. Without using the Gungeon at this point. I think I'd be richer in the soul for it. And one, two, never mind. Goodbye, Gungeon. That's Gungeon the game, not Gungeon the weapon this time. 51 minutes must be a speed run. That's one of the shorter episodes I've recorded recently. I think even the Gundra episode got to about 52. For the record, though, let me just say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Enter the Gungeon. That's been a newly discovered Gungeon exploit. Gungeon the Gun this time. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There is a playlist in the description down below with all my contents on this game, past, present, and future. 100 streak? Maybe? Eventually, when I do finish the 100 streak, if I finish the 100 streak, let's say, I'll put all of those videos just into a playlist and then shuffle that off as a separate series to live in amber for the rest of its days. Until then, though, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.